What's up, everybody on my YouTube? This is an idea that you should know about called tribal mentality, right? Tribal mentality is the opposite of communistic mentality. Communism is the government idea, the idea of governance that is polar opposite to tribal. You would think possibly like anarchy, like pure anarchy would be the opposite of communism. In a sense it is, but what the thing about it is, right, I have a PhD in a concept called self-organization. Self-organization is, in energetic terms, basically things will just organize. Like everything tends to disorganize, but there will be clusters of organization in all of the disorder. So even though a galaxy is just a spray of stars, there are clusters of solar systems and things that they organize, right? If you throw your marbles on the floor, they don't spread out evenly chaotic. They cluster in areas. There's clusters of organization. So even in anarchy, there is tribalism because that's genetic. You'd have to have like a genetically mute kind of organism. What does that mean? Is like they don't listen to their genes at all. They're mute or numb or deaf of their genetic urges, their instincts or whatever. Humans instinctually will cluster up and organize in hierarchies. There will be alphas. There will be everyone else. And that's how mating is done. That's how the tribe is protected and the tribe loses to stronger tribes. It's very important to recognize that tribalism is basically anarchy. That is the result of anarchism is tribes. It's because in order for pure anarchy to happen, which is almost like communism, you see, it's almost like when something's so cold it feels hot, or something so hot it feels cold. When something's so anarchistic, it seems like the ideals of communism and socialism is like all people equal. The thing is it doesn't stay like that because what emerges, self-organization, emerges as a winner or someone that's better than their neighbor, and people will follow them. And so order comes from it, organization. So tribalism is there's alphas, there's followers, there's leaders, you're an alpha over here, but in the bigger group, you're not alpha. In the biggest group, you're maybe just some lower position or whatever. But that's what tribalism is. It's the enemy of communism, and it's very important to have very, very good communication skills in a tribe because there is differentials of power, there's differentials of loyalty or consistency or time spent. You must understand principles of just how to measure these things so that you behave properly, because it's not all about imposing the rule from the outside. And this is how you operate in a tribe. Certain cults and little mini cultures have their inner rules, but ultimately there is an ethic of the tribe. That are pro-survival ethics that are conducive to the tribe surviving. The ethic should be what causes survival of the group, what makes it strong to ward off danger and everything. That's what ethics means. Ethics is not opinions. And that comes from L. Ron Hubbard. Ethics, I don't have the exact definition, but ethics is the science, the logic of survival. So an ethical thing is more survival. And there's more survival for the individual, for the group, for the nation, for the family. Like there's different levels of this. Communism would say pro-survival of the group without regard of survival of the individual. No individual, but group is important. Capitalism, which is the economic counterpart to tribalism. Tribalism is the opposite of communism, as capitalism is the opposite of socialism. Socialism is the economic structure of a communistic society. You get it? That's the difference between economics and governance. Very similar in certain ways, but that's because it's become so blended in our mind. Remember, the United States Constitution, the government was not in charge of money like they are now. We've just become accustomed to that, but that's not what it was supposed to be. Okay, so this video is getting longer. I'm going to open it up to the people that are live on my podcast. If you wish to join the podcast, just get involved in the newsletter. You'll hear about it. Click on the link that's in the description. Thanks for tuning in. Share this video if it was powerful for you. And of course, for more communication techniques, you click the links in the bio. It's all down there. All right? Os.